If you want to lead, you must act. You must A-C-T, act. Now let's talk about A for a moment. A is all about awareness. In particular, we're talking about self-awareness. Do we know who we really are? Do we know how we behave when we interact with people? When someone's coming to our office or someone's going to approach us, what energy do we give off? Is it different from one person than another? Are we predictable or are we unpredictable? It's important to understand who we are, where we come from, our backgrounds, our triggers, the things that make us feel joy, and the things that make us feel pain, that make us feel frustrated, especially when things aren't going our way. Self-awareness is an absolute must when it comes to leading teams. If we're not practicing self-awareness daily by reading something that stimulates our mind to ask us how we behave, how we act, how we treat people, how we treat ourselves for that matter, then we're not getting the very best out of ourselves. And if we don't do that as a leader, we're not going to get the best out of our people. So we must act. Number one thing is A, awareness. C, culture. Let's talk about culture for a minute, because we want to talk about building these great cultures in organizations, but let's just be real and frank about it. Cultures take time to build. A culture doesn't shift overnight. Climate can shift overnight, but not culture. Culture takes time. Let me give you an example. Have you ever had a leader that just walked in and had a different type of energy? All of a sudden, they felt approachable. They felt like they actually cared. They instantly changed the climate of the organization because they started asking questions. They started taking interest in people. They communicated the vision differently. They actually believed in what they were doing. You can sense it. You could feel it. You could see there was a shift. That's the climate I'm talking about. You can shift that right away. Now, if that leader consistently behaves and acts in that way for a period of time, now you start getting into shifting the culture. But it must be consistent over time to shift the culture of an organization. C, culture. T, trust. If you are building self-awareness and you're minding your culture and you're communicating to connect, you will build trust. And trust is the foundation of so many high-performing organizations. Don't get me wrong, in the military, sometimes you'd walk in and it's automatic. You're wearing the uniform, I'm wearing the uniform, I trust you. But I guarantee you there's people in the military who don't trust somebody who wears the uniform. So you have to earn it every day. You have to build it. And it's built through actions, not only words. Words matter, but if your actions don't back up what you're saying, we're not building trust. It is critically important to build trust with people. Yeah, we have trust and verify. Yes, we have, okay, I want to empower people. I want to give them the authority and the responsibilities to be able to execute tasks without coming to me. But do you trust them? And if you don't trust your people, ask yourself why. What's going on here? Be honest about it. You want people to trust you? One of the quickest ways to build trust is to do what you said you were going to do. And what you're going to do is for the betterment of the team, of the vision, of the mission, of what you all believe in and have signed up to do. You're in it together. Build trust with your team. It takes time. If you want to be a strong leader, you need to act. You need to have awareness. You need to mind your culture and build trust. Lead without fear.